Hi, everybody. Welcome to our talk about liquid BioCell collagen HA matrix. It's a long name and there is a lot to it, but we're going to try to keep it short and sweet just to give you an overview of why we are so in love with this supplement and why you might love it and benefit from it as well. So my name is Amy, and you'll also see Jocelyn and Evie here. We're each going to share some information and our personal stories, and I'm going to just get started with a little bit of the science behind what this liquid collagen biocell actually is. And I want to start just by saying that when I first discovered this product, I had never taken a collagen supplement before, and I knew nothing about collagen except it had something to do with your hair and your skin and maybe your joints, but I really didn't know anything about it. I happened upon a video that two of my very trusted friends and longtime holistic nutritionists were putting out about this product, and I was fascinated. And they talked a lot about collagen, what collagen is in and of itself, and then why supplementing with a collagen product that you can actually absorb, why that is so beneficial for our bodies, and how this product in particular has a much higher absorption rate than most any other collagen product on the market. So I was fascinated and I took a deep dive into it and started taking the product soon after and have seen and felt so many great results, as have a bunch of my friends and family and customers. So here is the brief synopsis. Basically, our bodies are made up of so much collagen. 80 to 90% of our soft tissues is made up of collagen. And collagen is kind of like the glue or the scaffolding that holds our bodies together, keeps us young and strong and flexible and mobile and healthy. And as you can see in this slide, 86% of our ligaments, 80% of our tendons, 70% of our skin, 60% of our cartilage, 33% of our bones are made up of collagen. So it affects so much of our bodies inside and also outside. And the catch, though, is that around the age 25, in our mid 20s, we all start to lose our collagen at a rate of 1 to 2% per year. And that actually speeds up for women when we start to experience perimenopause. So, the aging process is losing collagen, and that there's nothing we can do about that, but we can support that process and we can kind of slow it down with a collagen supplement that is actually absorbable. So that brings me to the next point. So collagen is this very large molecule. It's a humongous molecule, and in its natural state, even like with bone broth, which is really good for us, but within its natural state or in a lot of these powdered collagen supplements on the market, you can literally only absorb it 15 to 30% at best. That's with optimal digestion. And that's why a lot of people might have tried a collagen supplement and they don't feel very much from it. They might feel a little bit of a difference or see a little difference in their hair or their skin, but not too much. And it's because our bodies simply can't absorb the collagen at a very high rate. But with this liquid BioCell collagen, the formulators figured out how to shrink that huge molecule size down to a very small size, the precise size that our bodies can absorb at an optimal rate of over 90%. So that is why so many people are seeing and feeling results with this product, whereas other ones, they just might feel a little bit. Also, because it's a liquid, you can absorb it directly into your mucosal lining and your esophagus absorb it. You don't even need to be able to digest it. It's just immediately put throughout your body and your system to help improve all sorts of things with, like I said, the inside and the outside. I'm just looking at some notes so I don't forget anything. I do like to just like kind of compare it to from like a basketball to a pea. So that molecule, like I said, is so large. If you try to fit it through a chain link fence, a basketball, it's just going to get a little teeny bit through there. But if you shrink it down to a pea, it's going to go right through. And that's kind of the situation with this collagen as well. So, um, let's see what else. I think that that's kind of as much as I want to say kind of about the sciencey part. And then, well, actually, I'll mention, let me see that slide again. Thanks, Joss. So much I could say about this, but we're trying to keep it short. But this collagen, like I said, is the liquid biocell collagen HA matrix. So to be clear, this collagen is not just collagen alone. It is a natural single sourced collagen that also contains hyaluronic acid and chondroitin sulfate. And it's all found within a teeny tiny piece of chicken sternal cartilage. Within that teeny tiny piece of cartilage that's just above the wishbone, nothing can contaminate or touch that source because it's inside the piece of chicken sternal cartilage. So it's an incredibly clean, safe source of collagen, hyaluronic, and chondroitin, all from one single source, as opposed to a lot of collagen products that are on the market are all different parts of pigs or cows or fish, all ground up together. And a lot of those parts, the hives and the hooves and whatnot, are contaminated with toxins. And so you think you're putting something healthy in your body, but you're actually also putting something in your body that might not be good for you. So this is a very, very clean, safe source of highly, highly absorbable collagen. Um, yeah. So let me just close by saying that I personally had many, many results that I have felt from the onset and ongoing. I've been taking this product for about 5 years. The very first thing I felt was amazing, which is that my many, many, many daily hot flashes and night sweats from perimenopause within 4 days of taking this product vanished, never to return. I had no idea that this product would help with my hormonal stuff, and it absolutely did. I also have had significant hair growth. My skin felt and looked better. I've had healthier gums. My dentist noticed, my hairdresser noticed, my joints felt better, and the list really goes on and on. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Evie. Evie, are you there? If not, maybe Joss will take it and Evie will follow up.
Here she comes.
Oh, great.
She's here.
All right, Evie, tell us how you have felt some benefits from this for yourself and your clients.
Can you see me okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. So I started taking this wonderful product because as a massage therapist of, at that time, over 15 years, I was starting to have so much pain in the joints of my hands that I was seriously considering going back to school so I could change professions, which was really bumming me out because I love what I do so much. And so this came into my life at the perfect time, and I'm so grateful that I was introduced to it. And it was a big deal because, like, it's expensive. But again, I was so, like, the timing was so perfect for me. And I said, okay, well, I'll give it a shot. I'll try it for 3 months, due diligence, see if it works for me. I had tried other collagens, didn't really seem to notice any changes from those. So I tried the liquid biocell collagen, and I had actually forgotten about my hand pain until a client showed up one day presenting with hand pain, and I had a light bulb moment, and I went, "Oh my gosh, I haven't even been noticing my hand pain." Um, and in that moment, I knew like I am going to be a customer for life. Like this product is so life changing, and the way it's helped me, it's truly been transformative, and I've seen that in my clients as well in a variety of ways. I have lots of stories to share. And reach out to me if you want to hear specifics of how it has helped a lot of my clients and my family members and my dog. So my doggy Clemens, he's on the older side. He's lived a very active life. Even when he was a puppy, though, when we adopted him, he was limping. His back leg had been tied up in a lead for who knows how long before we adopted him. And so he still has a limp, but the thing that keeps him from limping is the liquid biocell collagen pet version. And it also helps his skin. So he has like very itchy, sensitive skin. And I've taken him off and on this a few times, enough to know that it really makes a big difference because every single time I put him back on it, his limp gets better, his skin gets better, and he's just generally a little more bubbly. So I'll leave it at that. Thanks, everybody.
Aw. So adorable. Look at that picture. I can't even, well, I think it helps his teeth too. I've never met Clemens in person, but those are some white teeth.
He's got great teeth,
Yeah,
actually, and
amazing.
gums. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, my dog here, Lava, she also takes the pet version of the liquid biocell, and Amy's dog Dixie as well. So I'm Jocelyn. I'm Amy's twin sister, and I'm gonna share just a little bit of my own story. I had heard about this product for about a year before I started taking it. I heard about it even before Amy started taking it, but then when she started, she kept sending me these videos of her hair growth, like specifically, I don't know if you could see, but up here in the hairline. And I had been thinking about taking this because I had been feeling like my hairline was a little bit thinning, a little bit receding. I was seeing more scalp. Um, I was in my late 40s. I'm now 51, and I just was starting to freak out like a lot actually. And so after seeing Amy's videos that she would send me of her hair growth, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to just do this. Like Evie said, it is an investment, and once I decided to do it, I thought I'm just going to stick with it for, I gave it about 4 months before I made a decision. And the biggest thing that I was told is to be consistent morning and night. You take the product. And that's what I did. And I started even within a couple months. And if you zoom in, you can see my before afters. I started noticing the difference with my own hair. And I was so excited that I shared it with my husband, who his pictures are on the right. And both of us to this day still take the product. We've had times where we get a little lazy and we might ebb and flow. And hands down, I notice it when I'm not taking it. Joints, hot flashes as well, hair, the feeling of my hair. Also, I used to have some areas of psoriasis on my scalp. Those are totally gone. And so I really do notice the difference and the benefits when I am taking it consistently, which I am doing again. The last thing I'll say, which is kind of just random, but I teach yoga. And so I'm barefoot a lot. And I just feel like after both of my pregnancies, my kids are now 11 and 14, my toenails were just really brittle and they would break often. And as a yoga instructor, I always felt like a little self conscious about that because my toenails weren't looking the best. And now I just feel like they're so thick, as well as my fingernails. I have to trim them myself, which didn't really, it just wasn't a reality for me before. So I feel like that is another thing that I felt was such a benefit. My husband also, as well as his hair, he's a percussionist, and he noticed right away his hands started feeling better, his joints started feeling better. So there's so many benefits, and feel free to reach out to any of us. I'm sure that we all have more stories. And I'm going to go here just to show you a visual. These are in liquid form. They are so highly absorbable, as Amy mentioned. We have different formulas, a little different in the US and Canada, so definitely reach out. I'm in Canada, Amy and Evie are in the US, but we can sell to the different countries as well. And we always have different promos, so there's ways to save. It's definitely that investment, and there's ways to save up to 30% if you're ordering consistently. So 30% off your order plus free shipping is huge. And then there's additional promos as well. This brand that it used to be through a company called Modere. Right now it's through a company called Shaklee, which we all are representatives for. There's tons of other products as well. There's EWG verified, non-toxic products for skin, makeup, body. There's also home, non-toxic cleaning products. There's other supplements. So feel free to reach out at any time. Here is our info. And I just want to thank Amy and Evie and our dogs for being a part of this slideshow for you. And if you two have anything else you want to add, feel free. Otherwise, we will sign off. Amy, Evie, Amy, you're muted if you're wanting to say something.
Nothing else to add. Thank you so much for putting this together, and have a beautiful day.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for listening, everyone, and thanks, Joss, for the slides. And hopefully people will reach out to find more information. We're an open book. We love to share about it, and we definitely think this would benefit anyone that wants to give it a try.
So good. Okay, thanks you all. I'm going to try to figure out how to stop the share and close it down. Thanks
Right.
again. Have a great day.
Thank you.
End recording. Thanks, y'all.